If your hoe is sliding over tiny weeds instead of cutting them, the answer is a quick touch-up with a diamond stone, not more muscle. I'm Grant, Fiona's here, and this is Rude Insect.
First action. Clean the tool before you sharpen, because mud, sap, and rust hide the bevel and clog the stone.
That already sounds more civilized than my imaginary plan, which was to grab the dullest shovel, wave a stone at it, and declare myself a blacksmith.
Please do not declare that. The article's method is maintenance, not tool resurrection. A diamond stone is for taking a usable but dull edge back to sharp, not magically repairing a shovel that looks like it fought a driveway.
So we're talking hand pruners, loppers, hoes, shovels, spades, and most straight-edged garden blades. Not serrated pruning saws.
Right. Serrated saws are their own project. And if a hoe has a deep chip or a shovel edge is badly mushroomed, the article says a file or coarser diamond plate may be the starting point. The fine diamond stone comes after the heavy shaping.
The common garden mistake is assuming dull tools just need more force. A dull hoe smears soil and skips over small weeds. A dull pruner crushes stems instead of making a clean cut. Then your hand gets tired, the plant gets a ragged wound, and you do the same job twice.
And the tempting wrong move is using whatever abrasive is nearby, without thinking about the edge. Files are useful, but for routine maintenance, the article favors a diamond stone because it stays flat, cuts hardened steel, doesn't need soaking, and is easier to control.
The specific finishing stone mentioned is the DMT D4 EEF Diamond Whetstone Extra Extra Fine. I hear extra extra fine and think, perfect, one stone to rule the shed.
No, that's the overconfident Grant sentence we needed. Extra extra fine means finishing pass, especially on pruner and lopper bevels after the edge is already shaped. It is not the first choice for chewing through a dinged-up shovel edge.
Fair correction. So the setup is simple. A stable work surface, a rag, a stiff brush or old toothbrush, water or cleaner for mud and sap, a diamond stone, and ideally a clamp or vise.
Plus eye protection if you're doing heavier reshaping. And don't hold a spade in your lap while scraping toward your leg. The article is very clear in spirit. Clamp the big, awkward tools. Keep the sharp edge away from your body.
I appreciate that garden sharpening includes both geometry and not stabbing yourself.
Most useful skills do.
Let's talk angles, because this is where people freeze up. Bypass pruners and bypass loppers are around 20 to 25 degrees, and you sharpen the beveled cutting blade only.
Yes, follow the existing bevel from pivot to tip on pruners, and use long, smooth strokes along the curve on loppers. Don't grind on the flat anvil-style side of a bypass pair just because it looks neglected.
For a draw hoe or chopping hoe, the article gives 30 to 40 degrees on the front cutting edge, moving along the bevel from heel to corner.
A scuffle or stirrup hoe is lighter, about 25 to 30 degrees, and you touch up both working edges if that's how the hoe is designed. The key phrase is existing bevels. You are not inventing a new knife.
Shovels are chunkier, about 45 degrees, usually on the inside or top face of the digging edge, with short overlapping strokes.
And spades are roughly 35 to 45 degrees, following the factory bevel with long, even passes. Again, the article is not asking for a mirror-polished carving tool. It's asking for an edge that enters soil cleanly.
After sharpening, there's the rust prevention step. The article mentions camellia oil as a light oil often sold for tool blades and woodworking tools.
Thin film only. Oil attracts dust if you slather it on. Wipe it on, then wipe again so the blade looks barely coated. That's enough for storage without turning the tool into a dirt magnet.
I like the broader lesson here. It's the same mindset as keeping a hand crank grain mill clean and adjusted. Different tool, same enemy. Friction quietly stealing your Saturday.
Exactly. Sharpening is not precious. It's small maintenance before work starts, so the work feels less like punishment.
So if someone has 20 minutes before weeding, this is worth doing?
Fiona's 30-second verdict. Yes, for routine garden tools that are dull but still in decent shape. A diamond stone is predictable, fast, and controlled. Maybe, if the edge is chipped, rust-pitted, or badly deformed. Inspect it first and start coarser if needed. No for serrated pruning saws.
That's tidy. Clean it, clamp it, match the bevel, take light passes, and finish with a whisper of oil. If this solved the mystery, subscribe for fast answers the next time something weird shows up in your garden.
Thank you for listening to this edition of RudeInsect.com. Conversations with Grant and Fiona.